Hello and welcome, freedom seekers. Welcome. It's Sunday, 13th of July, and this is the live stream from our pitch. We are not in a caravan today. Normally I say welcome to our caravan, but we are in our garden today because the weather is lovely. We had a really hot weekend and it's still very warm. So I hope it's a nice weather where you are. Did you also have heat wave where you are, guys? I don't know if it covered the whole country, if it covered the whole UK. Probably. It's been a crazy weekend and I have so much to share with you, so much to tell you that I had to make notes. And yeah, we had a really intense, full-on week. So there is so much to share and I'm really excited that you are joining me, hopefully. And I have a confession to make. I was so busy with looking at your lovely comments that I haven't set my stream on my phone, but I'm here with you, so welcome. Wow, there are 5 of you already, how lovely. Dobry wieczór, Aaron, dobry wieczór. Dobry wieczór, which means good evening in Polish, how lovely. From Tracy and Aaron, hope you had a good week. We had a smashing week. Shannon, hi everyone, happy Sunday. Yes, Marek, hello Marek, I'm so happy you are here so we can stream. Marek set it all up for us as usual. Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's live stream. Make yourselves comfy and say hi in the chat. And Foxy Simon, ooh, that's a new nickname, I like that. Foxy Simon, you are Foxy. I know Simon personally. I had the privilege of meeting Simon personally 7 years ago, and Tracy, hello, lovely. It's cute that Aaron and Tracy, even though you are a couple and you're watching together, you watch from 2 separate accounts, which bumps up our figures for live stream. It is quite a good story how I met Foxy Simon years ago. Yeah, it is really great. We are very humbled that you are coming, that you are coming over to listen to our news and updates. As you can see, we are still alive. We survived the heat wave and we survived the busiest weekend of the season. It was busier than any bank holiday we had, busier than Easter. Every single pitch was booked last night. So yesterday we had literally a full campsite, and today ludzie bezdomni, homeless people, cześć and hi. And today, when people started to leave, we didn't have to look at our departure sheet, because whenever we saw an empty pitch, that meant that someone left this morning. So it was the first time when we didn't have to refer to our sheet, because the site was full and every single pitch meant, oh, there was a departure from this pitch. Ludzie bezdomni, I'm really happy that you can join us. How is your internet connection? Ludzie bezdomni, that's a nickname for our friends, and hello! And they gave me this beautiful serviette tablecloth. I don't know if it's a tea towel. I don't use it as a tea towel because it's too beautiful. Maybe towards the end of the video I will show it to you in its whole glory, because it's from Ukraine and it's very beautiful. I'm thinking about you guys every single day, and I can't wait to see you, to meet you, because it's been too long. But I was going to tell you about Foxy Simon. Yeah, 7 years. It was back in 2018. We were traveling in our motorhome, and I will tell you all about it, probably in winter. We have loads of videos from our motorhome trip back to 2018 and 19, but I think they were mostly in Polish, so we will have to play around a little bit, play with them a bit to make them accessible for you guys, unless you, like Tracy and Aaron, start to speak Polish. So we were traveling in our motorhome back in 2018 and it broke down in the Netherlands. So we were really desperate. We're really desperate for help. Hi Ben, how are you? How is your diet going? And we posted on our Facebook, oh, we are here and we broke down. Could anyone help us? And that's how Simon found us. And we realized that we are only like, what, 50 kilometers apart, because you were living in the Netherlands back then. And we met, and he came over and we met. And this was the beginning of a beautiful friendship, which carries on to this day. Yeah, so have we met only once? Simon, would it be possible that we only met once? Face to face, we are still in touch, but I think we only met once. Marek, what's everyone been up to this week? Drop it in the chat, let's catch up, absolutely. Homeless people, we will see you soon. I'm really hoping that's the case. Very good, Ben, I'm doing fine. Lost weight this week, amazing. I think this hot weather helps. Do you think it helps with cutting back on your calories intake? Unless you like ice cream. Ice cream are vicious. And it comes from the person who's ready and able and capable of eating 4 cones in one sitting. Yeah, this is me. I can eat 4 ice creams easily, 4 lollies, cones, cornetto type ice cream. Yeah, I can have 4 in one go. And you may be interested why I'm eating so much. I will tell you in a minute. Tracy, we celebrated my birthday in Sutton-on-Sea with our daughters. How lovely! What did you get? What presents did you get? What presents did you get, Tracy? Foxy, Simon, I think only once. We should increase this number. Yeah, it would be nice to see you again, Simon. Yeah, it would be nice. Ben, yeah, we haven't been. However, we work physically, so we have to eat. Full stop. But we haven't been eating much with Marek. And I was trying to, I think this week I didn't have any ice cream. And I only had 4 ice cream in one go the other day, because supermarkets don't sell individual ice cream, like little ice cream, and you can only buy a multi-pack. So when I left Tesco with a packet of 4 cornettos, Marek looked at me and said, you know, I'm not going to eat it, that's too much calories. For your information, you may not know it, but Marek has been not on a diet, but he's been careful about sugar and processed foods for about 2-4 years, and he lost a lot of weight. So he's very careful when it comes to 4 cornettos. But you know, once I opened this packet, I had them all. Vasilika, hi, how are you, Vasilika? Marek, while you're here, give the live a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Yep. And there are 9 of you with me. How lovely. So make sure you say hi. You are not shy. You are not hiding somewhere in the corners of the internet. If you are not sure what to say, just say hello. So I know you are watching. I know you are with me. Ben, thank you so much for your kind words. Let's hope it would be nice to meet us both. Tracy, the pleasure of their company. There is nothing I need. I like your attitude. How lovely. Yeah, you're right. It's the time and presence and sharing time together. This is the most precious thing we can give to each other. So talking about meeting people in person, we had a really interesting week. And it started, I think this had to be Friday, or maybe it was our previous working week. A few days ago, I was at the reception and a man walked in and he said hi to me. He said, "Hi Kat, I'm watching your videos," and we had such a nice conversation. So I'm very pleased that at least I got your name, Brian. So the man was called Brian. Brian, if you are watching this, thank you so much for all the kind feedback you gave in presence of the owner of the campsite, which really helped. So imagine me, passing through the reception, getting organized, during our working day, rushing from one job to another, and there is a person, there is a kind Brian who comes over and says, I'm watching your videos, they are very good, and I really enjoyed the tour of the campsite, and this was one of the reasons we booked the pitch. So can you imagine? And they actually came and stayed, and I'm so sorry, Brian. Normally I'm trying to track down our supporters and viewers, but we had such a busy time this week, so I'm really sorry I didn't have a chance to find you on the site. It is a massive site, as you all know, so I'm really sorry I didn't have a chance to talk to you more, but thank you so much for your kind words, and it was lovely to meet you. So an ask for everyone, if you are lucky enough to come to North Devon, if you are planning to come to Hidden Valley, please let us know in advance, so we will make sure we will spend some time with you. You know, you could tell us which pitch you are on, so we can at least come and say hello and meet you. But it really helps if you tell us in advance. Shannon, you have to close the chat to see the like button, then click on the chat box and all the chat comes back. Thank you very much, Shannon. I didn't even realize it works like that, because obviously I don't give my own live stream likes. Thank you, Shannon. So here is instruction how to give this live stream a like. Ben, made me smile on your live stream last week. Yeah, and I have the follow up on this topic. It's on my list. Yeah, so I'm sure you mean the romance, the campsite romance. And this week I was involved in a Facebook discussion with fellow wardens, and one of them was actually complaining about this very situation, that sometimes passion takes off on a campsite, and if it happens in a tent, it may be a problem for the neighbors, and wardens may be called to keep the situation under control. So one of the wardens was complaining about phone calls for this very reason, and I asked him, because we have never had to deal with it, I asked him, so how do you deal with it? It's very hard to knock on the tent door. So this was my first question, how do you deal with it? And my second question was, do you at least let them finish? Because that would be my inclination, probably. I would let those guys finish. If they made noise already, they may as well finish, and I would probably ask them afterwards to be quiet the next time. So that would be my take. But it is, yeah, it put a smile on my face as well. So it hasn't happened to us yet, but maybe one day, who knows? It's probably because we are in the UK. If we were in Latin America or France or Colombia, if we were in a Latin country, if we were in a hotter country, I imagine, where people have slightly different tempers, maybe that would be a more regular thing. Anyway, I will give you updates, Ben. If anything interesting happens and there are some good stories to share, I will. Okay. Oh, Shannon, you had problems with finding the thumbs up. Yeah, new job for both. Nighttime wardens. There is a job like that, actually. There is a job like that. Ben, the saying is, when the caravan's rocking, don't come knocking. Yeah, but when the tent is knocking, when the tent is rocking, I don't know, people should have... It's difficult with tent situation, in a tent, isn't it? No knocking on the tent wall, or maybe that's why people are coming in the tent, so no one can knock to disturb them. Yeah. Shannon, do you have to stand outside saying cough, cough? Yeah. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is the campsite life for you. So what else happened? We went for a canal walk. Canal with sea at the beginning. We happened to be in Manchester many years ago, and we were staying near the street called Canal Walk, and someone rode over sea, and they disguised sea, so that made us giggle back in Manchester that day. So we went for a canal walk with Marek, with sea at the beginning. Yeah, we went to Tiverton last Wednesday because, as you know, we love the canals. So we went for a walk. Hi Jamie P, how are you doing this week? Shannon, if the tent is flapping, just start clapping. That's a good one. This is a good slogan for a t-shirt. If the tent is flapping, just start clapping. Yeah, because you can't knock. So we went for a canal walk along the, I think it's called Grand Western Canal, and the whole distance was 11.5 miles each way. So in total it was 23 miles, and honestly we were not sure whether we will manage to walk that far, and we did. So we have a little video from that, a short, just 1 minute. I think we didn't have a chance to share it with you guys, but we will. So we did it, we did the whole thing. So at first we thought, oh, maybe we'll do half. Once we've done half, you know, we were feeling pretty strong, pretty fresh. We said, okay, let's carry on. And on the way back, the last 10 kilometers, we were struggling, but we did it. We supported each other, pushed each other, literally sometimes, and we did it. We completed the walk, and it took us about, Mark, 7 hours, 8 hours? It was lovely. It was such an adventure. We haven't pushed ourselves physically so much in a long time, and it was just nice to do it together. So we are planning more adventures and more hikes and treks, and hopefully on Wednesday, when we are off again next week, we'll go to Hangman Cliffs near Cummartin. So that will be our next adventure, hopefully. Jamie, I've been camping in the valleys in Snowdonia. You are a man of leisure, Jamie. Each week you are telling us, oh, I've been here and I've been there. Do you work part-time? Do you work at all? It seems you are always on a holiday. You are so lucky. Simon the Simon. Oh, Simon changed the nickname again. By the way, I watched your last video about decluttering and I loved it. Thank you so much. And thank you for your comment. So I actually made a list of people who commented on our videos last week. David Bean, Victoria Summer, Simon, Małgorzata, Vasilika, and Rand du Jour. Thank you so much for your comments, guys. We always appreciate comments. So imagine, I don't know how many views we had over the week, but it was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who actually took time to write a comment, and it's so nice to read your feedback and read your responses. So I'm glad that Simon, that you liked the video about decluttering, and that it inspired you to carry on with your own decluttering journey. It is a journey, and I think it never ends, really. Jamie, I'm in uni, finished last week. Lucky you. So what do you study? What's your subject, Jamie? Yeah, we had a super busy weekend, but we also had some highlights. So work was crazy. Work was absolutely crazy. We were still, you know, mowing grass in the heat. That was quite extreme, but we didn't get a heat stroke. We survived that, and that actually brings me to the Campsite Warden Survival Kit. These 3 things we've been using all week. So this is the sunscreen, this is an insect repellent, and thank you Megatron for bringing this all the way from Poland. And this is the after bite, because those horse flies here are vicious. So this is our survival kit. Simon, as you know, I have some job with decluttering to do. It was like, Simon, it's waiting for you. Yeah, a reminder. So work was busy. But meeting Brian at the reception was a nice highlight. And another nice thing happened today because I was cleaning. Imagine the situation. I'm in the middle of cleaning a chemical toilet, and the customer who had the pitch opposite, he stood up from his chair, he came to me and said, "I really admire how thoroughly you clean this area." And he said, "You clean so beautifully." So we had a nice conversation, so thank you very much for your kind feedback. And it was really amazing, you know, you do a really dirty job and someone is coming to tell you, you do it so well. I really appreciate it. So this was a nice moment. Oh my goodness, international travel. That must be interesting. Does it involve language study? Does it include any language modules, Jamie? It must be. Shannon, me too. I've lost 75 bags of stuff and need to do 25 more. Oh, wow. So what are you doing? Are you in the middle of a move or are you preparing? I can't remember what's your situation, whether you live on wheels or... Ben, I'm lucky. The big lawn I mow haven't grown in 2 weeks. Yeah, because of the heat. Still short. Think a mixture of rabbits and hot weather. Yeah, and lack of rain, lack of water. So yeah, I enjoyed cleaning chemical toilets today. And I did a lot of filming. So we have 3 videos coming your way. I'm not sure which one will be first, but I developed the topic we touched on last week about static caravans and touring caravans and holiday parks. So we are working on a video about that for you guys. I also talked about our fridge, our caravan fridge, which is having a really hard time in the heat. So that's another video. And the third video is about how in general we cope with the heat whilst living in a caravan full time. Yeah. So I had a very productive, after walking all these miles, which translate to 37 kilometers, that's for the continental viewers. After walking 37 kilometers on Wednesday, I got up and filmed 3 videos for you on Thursday, and Marek went to the Hangman Cliffs. Yeah, so we are pretty unstoppable. Jamie, I speak 5 languages. Jamie, hablas español? Shannon, I'm prepping to move and decided my stuff wasn't making me happy. I like your attitude. So how long have you been decluttering? Simon, good luck with your journey. So you said, Shannon, 75 bags. Are we talking black bin bags or are we talking dumpy bags? Wow, it is exhausting, isn't it? Sorting your stuff, getting rid of your stuff, deciding what to keep, what to recycle, what to sell. Thank you, Simon, Shannon says. You too. It's not for the faint of heart. It helps to take the time to congratulate yourself on how well you've done so far. Definitely, because it is exhausting, absolutely exhausting. And I remember very well how we were struggling with our stuff when we were moving out from the house, and we thought we didn't have much. But we had a lot, and it took us 3 months of blood, sweat and tears. And I think I tackled room by room. You can't do the whole thing at once. Right, so I will give you an update on my book. The book I had last week, Spring on the Small Cornish Isles, something like that. So it was pretty good to begin with, but then it flopped and I ended up following just one storyline, and I don't have much time to read, so I was just skipping sections which I found boring in search of my favorite storyline. So I ended up reading maybe a third of the book. So I think this is in short, this wasn't a good book. But I have a better book. This one is much better. Song of the Skylark, and as you can see, it's well read and cherished. It was cherished by many people because I think it's a good book. So I will tell you next week if it was a good book. Jamie, Chinese, Italian, French, Ukrainian and Welsh. And not Spanish, okay. I'm learning Spanish. Jamie, you don't fancy learning another language? If you already speak 5, have you considered learning Spanish, Chinese, Italian, French? I always wanted to learn French. I think it's such a beautiful language. This is very unusual, so I understand that Welsh is your first language, and congratulations. I don't know many people. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, the Brits, but I don't know many multilingual Brits. I don't know many bilingual Brits, and you are a multilingual Brit, Jamie, so congratulations. No, it's not Spanish. Spanish it's not. It's not hard. And I think that you already know Italian and French, and Spanish is so similar, so much alike. I find Spanish very easy because it's similar to English. So many Spanish words are English words with the Spanish ending, like mente or cia, like informacia, internacional. It's like English with a strange accent, really. Finnish next, Jamie. That would be an adventure. Yes, but if there are any Spanish learners or Spanish speakers out there, please let me know. Maybe we could make an intercambio de idiomas y practicar español juntos. That would be good. I try to practice my Spanish every day, and I use AI for it. I actually talk with AI in Spanish, and I ask AI to correct me, and it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Spanish sounds so nice. It is. It's lovely, and I love the energy of Spanish because you can't speak Spanish without energy. It's such a energetic, sunny language. I love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Simon, maybe you will pick up Spanish. I need a Spanish speaking partner. These days it's so easy to learn a language because there are so many tools and so many resources online. And talking about languages, the other day we met a couple, and I think I went over to them. They were camping, and I went over to them because I was trying to do something with their meter or whatever. So of course, the moment I opened my mouth, they asked me, "Where are you from?" And normally, especially if many people ask me, "Where are you from?" on the same day, one after the other, before they even ask me what's my name, I get a bit annoyed. And sometimes I'm a bit mean, and I say I'm from Czechoslovakia. But this time I said, my name is Kat and I'm from Poland. And they only asked because one of them was from Eastern Europe, and she was just interested to know if we are from the same country. And we had a lovely conversation. And the lady was really nice. So it was positive, you know. Sometimes I get a bit edgy when people ask me, "Where are you from?" Because I get all defensive because I take it I take it in the wrong way. Sometimes it's just exhausting, you know. Because if many people ask me on the same day, I get a bit fed up. And probably I could live here, I could live in the UK for another 20 years and people will still be asking me, "Oh, but where are you from? Because your accent is not from here, is it?" But in most of the time it is pure and kind curiosity and interest, and they don't mean anything negative. But yeah, but that's a part of who I am. I'm not from here. I'm Polish, and this strange accent you hear is Polish. Right. Jamie, in the learning process, I'm in process of learning Portuguese. I wish to learn Thai. Jamie, hey is hello in Polish, right? Yes, it is hey, or this is quite a hard word, but Polish is quite difficult. Cześć. 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 Yeah, we like to tease learners of our language. So all those basic phrases like hello and thank you, they're really difficult to pronounce to non-Polish people. So hi is hey, this is the easy option. The hardcore version is cześć, and thank you is dziękuję. Dziękuję. Heard of that a lot? Yes. Okay, time to finish, time to wrap up. The homeless people, thank you so much for this beautiful item. I will show it because it's lovely. And thank you everyone for coming to join me. Look at that, look at these colors. Isn't it beautiful? I really love it, and I don't use it as a tea towel. No. I use it as my decoration. Right. Shannon, your accent, I still have mine after 15 years. It used to annoy me if they asked South African, but sometimes someone actually asked if I was Canadian this week. Yeah. Sometimes I give really random answers, Shannon. What's goodbye? Goodbye. Okay. Do widzenia. Do widzenia. Or you could also say cześć. Do widzenia. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming. As always, it was lovely to talk to you. So I will see you on Wednesday during the next video. So make sure you check out our channel on Wednesday afternoon. There will be a new video waiting for you. And as usual, we will see you during the live stream next week. Have a good week and see you next time. Bye-bye.